Greetings, mortals, and welcome back.
So, I think I have a way out of the Ashikaga situation. Hey, Astro Kitty. Hopefully a living Astro Kitty and not a undead Astro Kitty. We'll find out. Let's see. Damn, I was thinking of like an astral plane versus shadow plane joke, and it didn't come to me. That's fine. We don't need to worry about it. Anyway, we might have a solution for Ashikaga. So we're at 1.0.8 C for some reason. I don't know why. It doesn't. So, what is the naming convention for these patches? I don't understand. There was a bunch of patches that were hot fixes that came out like 12 hours apart from each other that had full, 1.0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. Like, it's just, they were cycling those through, and they were hot fixes. They made a hot fix for 1.0.8, and it's still called 1.0.8. What are you doing? Make up your minds. Are the hot, like, it's not even called 1.0.8 C. I call it C because I noticed that the version is called Caesar. So, but there was no B. I don't know what's going on. But it's my understanding that so this is a problem that has not come up in my playthrough thus far, because I haven't been fighting armies. However, the combat system is completely broken. So, it's my hope that if I build 3 units of war elephants, I can beat 2,500 troops with like 30 elephants. Now you might think, Ark, you're crazy. It can't be done. It's impossible. To which I say, I don't know if elephants have the same traits that cavalry do, so very likely this is just going to be me wasting several in-game months, several in-game years building elephants, and then they get instantly stack wiped the second that I drop them on the Ashikaga army. So, you're not wrong, necessarily. I can't hit continue because I loaded up a different file. Is this... Wait, I loaded up a different file. Why is it not showing up here? Why do you have a rebel flag? Is this the file I was on? I like how it says different version. It's like they were both on 1.0.8. I think, unless this is a different file, but I don't think so. I think I loaded up the file where I was being invaded by China, I think. That was into Great Yuan, basically. See how it goes. See how it goes. It's gonna be fine. So, I might be able to beat Ashikaga here. They only have 2,500 troops. That's not actually that many troops. And if I can bring to bear the equivalent of 3,000 elephants on them, I think I might be able to beat them. And you're thinking, what? 3,000 elephants? How would I have 3,000 elephants? Well, do you remember that thing where I said, well, this is very strange. The weight of these units is completely wrong. Why is it acting as if this 30 cavalry unit is 1,000 cavalry? Right? It's like it's acting like it's 1,000 people. Why is this unit acting like it's 1,000 people? It happens in combat too, my friend. when it's calculating, so this unit, this mailed knight unit, has the offensive power of 1,000 cavalry. It might be fixed now, but I don't think it is. People are still complaining about it, so it's probably not fixed. So, what are you? Oh, you're a navy. So their galleys are right here. Well, that's convenient for me. How many galleys do I have? I have 3 galleys here. Are they all at full? Most of them. So if I move you, I can get you up here. So what do you have? You have just infantry. I think I can win this. You can call me crazy all you want. I think I can win this. Give me a second to... split off my fishing boats. I unfortunately don't have my cog anymore. How much weight can you hold? Can I please click on the other unit? Okay. And then this unit. This is just infantry. I can ignore this unit completely. We don't actually need to do this yet. Give me a sec. What we need to do first, we go to military. I think we build elephant cavalry. We're doing elephant cavalry. What is the difference between elephant cav and normal cav? They fight better in jungle. Elephant cav only have 2 initiative, though. Which is higher than footmen. I think we bring elephant cav. Okay. We need to get our economy going the other direction. Never mind, we don't, because nothing costs any money for some reason. Why is nothing costing me anything? Is my economy tanked so hard that nothing costs anything? My economy doesn't seem like it's bad enough that my economy is tanked. Okay, they lost one of their galleys. They only have 1 galley left. Do I not have a leader? I don't have anybody in charge of this army. I'm not sure I want to put you in charge here. Do I have a leader? Who is this? You are incompetent. So yes, basically what my goal is here is to take a little bit of time to build up just put you in charge for now. We'll swap you with somebody else later. I'm going to take a little bit of time to take back these provinces, and we don't want to win super fast anyway, because we want them to finish this charter. You know? It's optimal for us if they finish this charter. So we're waiting a little bit of time. We can put this on speed 4 now. Can we? It's crazy to put this on speed 4. No, we have to wait. We have to be careful. So these guys, I think I just dropped this levy. This levy is going to be a... What do you mean low on disk space? What the fuck? Alright, don't worry about it, that's fine. just give me a second, it's fine. I see my computer go, oh, we've run out of disk space. I'm like, oh shit, what? I don't know why you're running out of disk space. I don't know why I would be consuming disk space while I'm doing this, but for whatever reason, it was consuming disk space. I'm like, run over and delete a bunch of shit. Okay, we've deleted a bunch of shit. I don't want... I need to have disk space in order to make the video work, okay? It's fine. Okay, so we're disbanding this unit. They'll return to their original location. That's what we want. Our next goal is getting ourselves... We're gaining a shit ton. Why are we gaining so much war exhaustion? Wait a second. We can't wait very long, can we? Shit. Well, I'm not recording the video. I'm streaming the video. But I'm sure that the processing of it involves thingamabobber. So this army is footmen. I'm just going to delete this army, I think. I'm not going to destroy this army, it's fine. Where can I get my money? I guess I could take out a loan. wanted. But yeah, the longer we go, the worse our ability to beat their army, even if we recruit regulars. The goal right now is to beat them before they get the ability to do anything. What do Elephant Auxiliary do? I don't think that's sufficient. I think I need the initiative boost. I think we take Elephant Cavalry. But we need 2 of them. Do I just take out a couple of loans? Do I simply take out a couple of loans that will definitely end up screwing me over at the end of the day? It'll take me 20 months to be able to start 2 of these. I don't have a place I could build these. Fuck. You have 4 transports now. You didn't before. Where'd they come from? I think that we might be boned, actually, because I don't have a thing that can produce soldiers. This gives me local crown power. I didn't realize I got crown power for this. So this will take 12 months. What is our current malice with you? So I think the reason that they declared war on me so fast is actually because they probably had minus 200 relations. So the previous patch, there was a shared border malice of 180 or something with them, and now it's 8. To give an idea of how broken these patches have been. This is so funny. So, but we're in the future, okay? We're in the beta patches, okay? They're clearly labeled. If you choose to go here, you know what you know what you're getting into, okay? What I'm looking for right now is to finish this thing. Is there any way that I can reduce my war exhaustion? Probably, right? Reduce war exhaustion. Okay. What do you need for that? This is diplomacy. So if we put a 66 wait, actually, What if I do you on that instead? What if we have nobody, because we don't want to lose the money. We have you do this, and we have you swap, because you have 99 skill, to reduce war exhaustion. We're getting 0.05 instead. That's manageable. It really sucks that we gained so much, actually. So if we go through 10... So every 2 years, we'll get an additional 1 thinger, roughly. What is going on? Scroll up. We need an import from a Chinese or Vietnamese sounding name. And I don't see one, so we're going to make some money instead. Actually, now that I think about it, how much money are we spending on things that are not... How much of our trade is... This Xinjiang trade is out the window. We're going to keep the Guangzhou trade, but that one's out the window. Are we giving to Guangzhou already? We are not. Guangzhou is being added to the list. Is Vizia negative? Yes. Surabaya is not on the list. Okay, so we add Surabaya to the list. That's gold, which is not necessarily what I would want to be trading, but it's fine, don't worry about it. And then... Because, yeah, we need to make some mad stacks of cash here. Do we have Hangzhou? We don't. Hangzhou, let's go. So, we now have 5 income for 1 month, if that. We finished this soldiery, or the sergeantry. So the idea that we have right now, this is our intention. We have 1 stack of cav already. We are going to get 1 stack of elephants, and then we're going to get 1 more stack of elephants. We're then going to have 3 stacks of elephants as our entire front line. And the intention is... Do I even back them up with anybody else? I do. I think I bring the levies back to... I don't know if I can do that. Maybe I don't do that. I don't bother with the levies. We ignore the levies. Don't worry about it. Do I have anything here that increases my... I'm going to be here for at least a couple of years, so give me a second. Let's see if I can get a morale boost. Naval morale, monthly prestige. Mediterranean galley would be really nice to have, but we don't have the money to use it right now. I don't think we get anything that we need right now. We could get the noble estate satisfaction up, which we need. Speaking of which, actually, now that I think about it, we're going to increase our tax rate. I think we max out our taxes on, like, everybody. We taxing everybody. We're making bank. We're gonna use that bank to sink the Japanese army. They have transports somewhere. It looks like my my partner did in fact leave the war. They have 4 transports now. It should be noted, I actually have no idea if this is going to be even theoretically possible. It's my hope that the mechanics that make it so that cavalry are OP make it so that elephant cavalry are just insane. Like, that's the idea here, is that why are you so much more expensive now? This is incredibly rude. I don't have any manpower. I don't start getting manpower. I don't start grabbing. Oh shit. Wait, what gives me. Is this done? Why don't I have manpower? Okay, why do I only have 1? Shouldn't I have 5? Shouldn't I have 5 monthly manpower from this? That's true. We cannot have manpower without man, and we don't. Oh, it's because we haven't filled the building. Okay. Do we build another ship to scare them with? Do we build? Wait, do we build a transport? I actually don't know that we can fit these. What is your? You take 500 transport capacity. How much transport capacity do I have right now? 1,300. I need to build a taxi. What is your transport capacity? $250 is not a lot. It will hopefully be enough. Okay. We're waiting on 50 manpower, which is only going to take another 20 months. We're at minus 36% war score. I'm hoping that this blockade prevents us from forcing a white... I guess we can't force a white piece off of this. Would be my assumption. I guess I could hire... Wait, I could hire mercs, couldn't I? Wait a second. Do I need to build all this bullshit? If I hire... You give me 2 75 power horsemen. You're all so incompetent, though. You have 50. You have 59 strength. Wait, do I just go for this? If I have to, let's do this, because this is a much less silly way to check this. This is 2 units of horsemen. So in theory, I could just hire you. Wait, how does this work? It costs that much just for the dude? Never mind then. Okay, I have no idea how mercenaries work, but they don't work for me. Whatever the mechanism by which they're supposed to work, that's not going to help me any. Yeah, the basic hope here... Okay, I like Rowdy. The basic hope here is that cavalry are so overpowered that these levies can't actually hurt them and just get wiped, just completely obliterated off the map by the sheer power of... Okay, why aren't you... Lacks access to tools? I love how it can't figure out that there's supposed to be fog of war at first. So it's like, oh, look. Hey, look at all these troops over here. And it's like, wait, you're not supposed to know about these. Wait. And then it just, like, quickly hides them. Oh, man. Okay, so we are just going to wait on getting the troops that we need. We will hire ourselves some elephants. Once we have the elephants, we actually can bring our taxes back in line because we now have enough money to pick up the elephants on cooldown, basically. Okay, we lose a tiny bit of money. I'm so looking forward to making this happen. We're going to make this happen, y'all. It's going to happen. Don't worry about it. The really sad thing is that I have the economy now. I got the Cold War. Okay, we have 1,000 days to contest the war goal. That's actually a thing we can do with levies if we want. Do we do that? I think we do. Let's go contest the war goal with levies. We recruit the Johor levies. And let's send the levies out. The idea here being that we can just bring them on this cog. And drop them off over here. And I think we can win the siege and then bring this army back. No thank you. I have better ideas. Have you considered submitting to my obviously superior power? Where'd the army go? Where'd my army go? the fuck happened? Wait, where'd my army go? The army's gone. Where'd my army go? It just poofed out of existence. I clicked to send them here. What? Okay, we're gonna Google this. EU5 army popping out of existence. What? Huh? They were right. I just clicked. Why are the levies dead? I can raise the levies again. But like a third of them died. I don't know what just happened. The soldiers all died? What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm so confused. I don't have a ton of time to contest this. So the fact that that army just dissolved into nothing is a problem. Okay, we have 50. Let's go. We're building. Nope. We're building Elephant Cav. Now, you have mailed knights. You have 9 of them. That's not a lot of mailed knights. That is, in fact, a small amount of mailed knights. You... You cost 500 to throw in there. You cost 1,000. Was it not supposed to let me on those boats, and it got confused and let me on the boats anyway, and then it's realized when I tried to disembark them that they weren't supposed to be on the boats in the first place? Is that what just happened? Because I feel like that might be what just happened. They used Apple Maps, stepped into the ocean and drowned. That's probably true. That sounds about right. Oh, we're actually going to finish building this Cav unit before we get there. You know what? Maybe we do bring... How much do you cost? You cost 2,500. I can't bring all of you here. How much do you weigh? Do I actually bring the Cav over now? Is that what I do? I think that's what I do. We're going to bring the Cav over right now. So we're going to bring the Cav over, and we're going to bring them over with as much as we can. That's other things. Do we have to just bring in 2 groups? Because we can't handle more than that? Maybe. Do we bring you? Why are you part of an army with 2 footmen? Get the fuck out of here. Why are there 2 random footmen in this army causing problems for me? We now have 550 out of 1,200 weight. Do we pick up the 9 cavalry from here? Is that how we do this? I think we pop over here and we deposit this army. If this army evaporates, I'm restarting. To be clear, if this army just evaporates out of existence... Oh, can I get military access from you, actually? Their trust is -4. Do I make a defensive league with Pulilu? I think I do. Wait, I can call him into the war? Let's go! So in theory, I should have military access now. Wait, we're cooking? Let's go. We send these here. We're actually cooking now. Give me a second. It's been 170 days. Why can I ask for food access? Wait, this army doesn't even have a person in charge of it. I should probably fix that, huh? I don't have food access here yet, do I? Yes. We're gonna go to here. We're actually gonna try to take this harbor. Please get off the boats. And actually take this. This will be done in 15 days. They are not moving yet. They are moving now. Oh, I'll accept automatic defense. So the goal right now is to get into the boats within... Finish it up, get the siege done. Does that count as contesting? That doesn't count as contesting. Shit. Okay, it's fine. We're not going to worry about it. We are going to get you on the boats. And then we just move you over here. Right. And then... Wait, why do I not have food access right now? Shouldn't I have food access? No, I don't want the Navy. You... What are you talking about? It's only What the fuck is happening? Who? I do not know what that was about. This is the capital province. You know what? Maybe I changed my mind here. No, it's fine. We take these. Is this all? No, we have a fishing boat here. They didn't have a galley here, which I expected that they would. We're gonna get rid of this fishing boat. We don't need it. Okay, we're leaving this army here. We're not leaving this army here. We're leaving this army here. Don't worry about it. You are ready. We're gonna send you to go pick up the next army. How much weight do you have? You have 2,500 weight. How much weight do you have? I mean, this is an almost full line of infantry. I wonder if I just bring a full line of infantry. I guess I can't bring a full line of infantry, right? Because this is too heavy, probably. Maybe not, because this is probably weighing 500 on its own. This is probably weighing 1,000. Okay, so yeah, let's not worry about it for now. I think we can beat you. Of course there are. I took that back. This is incredibly silly. This is all very silly, but can I pick you up? If I pick just this army, separate them out by themselves, can they get in the boats? They can. They can. This is 1,000 weight. We're moving you out. I don't know where they're going to leave their army, though. Their army might be chilling here, or it might be chilling somewhere else. Is the issue. And depending on where I choose to send my troops, I might have a easier or harder time. Do we bet on anything in particular? Maybe we just send our troops to Puck Hill. We've... Now, there's a very good chance that all of this is going to accomplish absolutely nothing. There's a very high probability that this army is not sufficient because
cavalry are broken, but they're not that broken. It is entirely possible we are going to be defending here. And the hope is that we have sufficient cav to pull out a win here. Unfortunately, we do lose a good amount of troops here. Just to attrition. And we're going to find out what happens. Please tell me you have an... You don't have a leader? Oh no, I forgot to put you in charge because I was going to give you the other person instead. Oh, I'm so boned. Let's see what happens. Singapore have won. Singapore have won. We won the battle. It's over. GG. Your infantry just can't stand against the power. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, it's too good. It's too good. Okay, we win. We're actually going to win this war. So, because of how completely broken the thingers are, this is no longer waiting on a peace. We're going to be getting ticking war score moving our way, and we're going to be able to potentially stack wipe this entire military. I should note that they have, like, over 10% higher base morale than we do. I don't know who gets there faster. Do we get there faster? Are we going to be defending? It would be amazing if we're defending. We're not going to be defending. No shit. Why are they at full morale? Shouldn't they be, like, not at full morale? That's fine. That's fine. Okay, we did lose our knights. Okay, we're not going to be able to stack wipe them here. Who are you fighting? Okay, you're fighting them again. Levy's lost to attrition. I hate that for me, actually. We won the siege. We are ostensibly going to win this battle, but it's debatable. Right, we have the soldiers over here. So our goal right now is to basically just have bodies. We just want warm bodies to allow the elephants to do their job. To do their dire work. Look at this! Look at this madness! This madness! How do I see the actual... I want to see the battle screen. It's not letting me see the battle screen. Ashikaga have lost again? Now, we have lost a few war elephants. Is this just cogs? This is just 4 transports. Where are they going? Indonesia High Sea. Can I catch you? Is this... You're going to here, I guess? Where? We'll arrive in Lantau Island. That's here. Okay, we catch. We wipe. We wipe their navy. Now, the other thing that's kind of interesting about this is that they do think that they're going to win each of these battles, and eventually they will if I keep taking casualties like this, because I do have a limited number of elephants to bring to bear. So the hope here is that I can reinforce my elephants, because can they reinforce right now? It has to be owned and controlled, which means that we're not... So the battle's over, they've been fully routed. Ashikaga have lost, we lost another 4 troops there. We cannot reinforce here. These 2 armies, what's your weight total? This army is actually light enough that I can just pick them up and move them. So we're going to pick them up and move them to somewhere safer. Rather than do it this way, we pick up this army, we move them into the ships, we take the ships, we move them down to Mulaney. The goal here being to reinforce to full, and we lose 7 manpower. Once the elephant cavalry is back up to 50, we're recouping our thinger now, which is good. They are immediately heading back to their own thingamabobber. So we're at 7% war score. The hope here... Are you going to even take this province? Is that a thing you're going to do? No, you're not going to do it, because you currently have +0 for some reason. You're just not investing into it. I can only have 1 person right now. We're not taking them right now. Let's move to here. And I'm going to go pick this army up. I'm going to pick this army up, I'm going to merge it with the other army. And you get picked up, you get moved to here. Now, we're in a slightly more dangerous position now. There's the possibility that one of our levy stacks gets fully stack wiped. That is a potential concern. I don't think we can bring that cav unit. There's just not enough people in it to justify using it. But we now have a full line. And do we go for the attack? I think we do. Do we switch? I'm an idiot. Okay, they're taking damage. We've got full troops. They're actually going to break off the attack, the siege, to attack me. Wait, please tell me that I have, like, another child. I do. Oh, this isn't even our heir. Oh, I have terrible news for you, friend. 25% chance that we gain a bunch of legitimacy that we don't need. Let's go. Did not happen. Okay, so we're basically just going to defend here. My assumption is that we should trivially win here. Please? There we go. Okay, we actually lost more troops there than they did, which is very funny. So we now move in. And I think that our war goal here is just to take control of this province. They're retreating all the way back to this spot. We actually didn't take any damage to our thingamabobbers. So they're going to retreat all the way back to Baller. We're going to defend here. And we're going to move this fleet to join this one. Okay, we have wiped their entire morale bar out instantaneously. They're now retreating to there. How many? I didn't lose any cav. So as long as I don't lose any cav in any of these battles, I'm in good shape. Is this jungle? This is jungle. Okay, boom. Now, this is where the like actual death spiral for them begins, because they're no longer damaging my elephant unit. We've now got the occupation. Have I been improving my relations with you? So they're retreating to somewhere, and then immediately going, "Oh, we can win this battle. Let's go crush them." And then, and then. Now, the reason that they're getting crushed here is because the calculation that they're using to determine whether they will win this fight is the correct calculation, and the calculation that's being used in the actual fight is incorrect. That's the reason that this is happening the way that it's happening. They're basically just throwing good fighters after bad into the utter power that is my thingamabobber. Can I get you to give me this colony, maybe? I guess no, because the colony is... I think maybe in order for a new guru to show up, I might need... So we take this province. We can take this province. Can we take all of their islands in this war? Wait. We can take all of their islands. We can take every island in Japan. We can take every island. Oh man, they're gonna fucking invade us every on cooldown. Do we send this demand? No, we gotta get them to give us money too. Okay, so what is the maximum? I can get them to give me 1,000. We're doing this. So we need to wait a little bit longer to make this happen. I don't know where their soldiers have gone. This is going to basically mean that the war has paid for itself. And we will also have control of all of these islands. And they invaded me, okay? I'm perfectly happy to take a little bit of a buffer zone, you know what I mean? Why do we have a lack of food? Alright, let's go back over here.
Unfortunately, we do lose some soldiers there. Okay, so for this period where the thing is going to be completely broken, where like the game just generally is going to be completely broken, we have an answer to how are we going to handle like battles and things like that. And the answer is extremely well. Looking to see if they have a transport fleet. It doesn't look like they have a transport fleet around here. They might have already pulled these troops out of this island. Now that they have like closer to even numbers with us, they're going to be a bit more cautious. So ticking war score is going to continue going up. Oh, hello. We found their army. We lost 3 troops. They're heading to Belair. Is this... which one's Belair? This is Belair. Okay, we're going to Belair. And the game... even the game thinks that we're going to win this fight now. Which is crazy. Okay. So, they've now routed. We can farm a little bit of war score off of this. We can also farm... reductions to their thingamabobber. Preferably, we want them to be in the fight, not recovering morale when the day ticks over, but I don't know how long fights last in this game. It looks like they last way less time in terms of days. I'm gonna go back to Belair. Okay, so we basically just do this. And at a certain point, I do win this in theory. They don't have access to food, so they do eventually start starving. We got a decent routing phase there. This is very funny. Okay, well, you know... and we're going to start our own little mini fiefdom over there. And by mini fiefdom, I mean probably a bunch of different fiefdoms, because I don't know what else we would do with them. And this gives us a colonial... this gives us a colonial nation. Or not, a colonial access to Alaska, basically. So Ashikaga is just going to keep losing troops. We are going to lose a few to attrition as well. Never mind, we're not going to lose to attrition because we're in the fight already. Interesting. Okay. So we've now burned through the vast bulk of their army. They had 2,500 troops here, and they now have 200. I don't know what we need to cause to trigger a stack wipe.
And the answer is the same as we needed, and we need an encirclement. Okay. So Ashikaga loses that fight. We now have 20% war score. And the war is going to continue ticking in our favor. Do we take a little bit less money? I don't think so. So taking money is very important for me right now, because we need to take the money in order to get our other goals accomplished. So Temasek, we can build a jeweler's guild, I guess. And Tanjung Penang is going to build something. Right, I do still have a parliament going on. Let's see. Do I just take this? Yes, let's take this. Let's see what we can get going. We lose the Burger Mansion and piss off the Vicia. That's actually amazing for me. So this is just a demand for a new marketplace. Okay, wait a second. How much are we gonna get done? Okay, religious teaching's already done. Noble levy's already done. Court of culture already done. Burger estate satisfaction. Progress toward plutocracy. We're gonna do this. We're swapping to this. Support of innovative ideas. We lose cultural tradition. But we're currently moving 0.61 toward it. There's no reason to do that right at this moment, I think. Subi Islands loses a burger mansion. We don't want to contain meritocracy. And if we get a boost to our stuff, then we can do that. I'm so excited by this. This is amazing. So Tondo's doing its thing. And if we do this, we can actually start settling up here. And I think that's what we're going to do next, is we're going to start settling in the Ainu provinces. Which doesn't have a strait, they need an actual fleet to be able to get over there. The other thing is that their army cannot beat mine. Now that I know that I can just build three elephant archers and have the 3 elephant archers beat an infinite number of levies, we are done. Like, from a war perspective, we're never going to run into a problem again. Support of innovative ideas. We get +2. We click this button now. Ask for a law change. And I think we don't need any of this stuff right now. Protect trade routes. Gives me trade range and burger satisfaction equilibrium. I like Navy audits, honestly. But I think that the trade routes is more important for my current purposes. I think we might be done. With law changes. So now we just need to take on parliaments that are useful to me. We have all the laws that we need. You know what we also need, though? This is important. We need to do a recovery effort over here, which I forgot to do. I should have done that the second that I got control of the provinces again. Okay. Now, I don't think I can do that when I don't have control of the provinces, but maybe I can, in which case I should have done it earlier than I did. Okay, so what are we doing now? We have to build more of these, and we want to build them everywhere we can build them. These fishing villages are going to be important. We don't want to build them everywhere, actually. We don't want to build them here. But I think I might just manually upgrade Tanjung Pinang to a city, just so that I can start making usage of this population. Or not a city, to a thing, or a town. It cost me 400, which is not cheap. Yeah, negative 70% prosperity, pretty rough. This is going to be so interesting to see. We're basically just going to be using our navy to patrol this. Once we have done this, we need to get the upgraded galley, and then we just need to build a shit ton of them. The idea is that Ashikaga currently has a weaker navy than I do. And if I can keep my navy arbitrarily more powerful than theirs, even ignoring... we don't need to worry about this. Even ignoring the fact that we can just bring in some elephants and wipe them out, if we have enough galleys, we can actually completely prevent Ashikaga from attacking us. And in fact, we could potentially, if they decide to attack us again, we could actually really heavily punish that by dealing with these who's this? Can you go to you? How do I get you to go to the country? Ah. That was not a problem. But yeah, I need to figure out what... Do I give this to like a colonial nation or something? How do I handle this? I don't know how I'm going to handle that. But the important bit is that we are going to be able to win this war. If the game is broken enough, you can just win any war by building an elephant and just calling it a day. So, and it hasn't really slowed us down very much, I don't think. Like, we've been just progressing this whole time. So at this point, we need to help this recover. We have been using our ministers to do things other than what we would want them to be doing. So there is that as an issue, but they're at -5. If I had to guess, I would say maybe 2 more months. I'm not gonna worry about you. It is interesting that this is -59 now. I wonder what that's about. Let me take a look at what yours is right now. -92. What is your positive opinion of me right now? They only have 150. Okay. So we have another kid. And it looks to be that this is a mission successful. Our war exhaustion is going down. And next month, I think that we will be able to enforce this war goal on them. If we enforce this peace treaty on them, they will be out of money. They'll have no money with which to do anything at all, basically. And we'll have enormous amounts of money that we can spend on doing whatever the hell we want. We're going to probably build a bunch of buildings, but we're also going to be giving ourselves some additional thingamabobbers. We're going to basically start building up here. If we take these provinces, the hope is that we can get some stuff done. The other thing is that I think I can set these to a vassal. Maybe. I hope I can set these all to be one entity, but I don't know if we can or not. If we can't, then I'll have to do something else. Did I already tick up another day? Did another day happen? No. Or maybe it did, but I didn't actually get enough. Okay, looks like things are going to... We can still get several % war score just from ticking war score. So there's legitimately no risk. Okay, so we need to deal with these privateers. They will accept. So we're going to take 10 locations from them. We get... Look at all these notifications. Close to being the target of an international organization. Oh no! I'm not worried about it. Ashikaga can't join an international thing against us, probably. Let's see. We can now immediately get meritocracy, apparently. Do we take meritocracy right now? This only costs 11 stability and 23 gold, so we click this button. We have now spawned meritocracy. We're not spawned. We have now obtained meritocracy. We can now click the Create Colonial Charter button over here. And we can pretend that we're going to send them from the Riau Islands, which will not happen, but we could pretend. This 10 is from a terrible amount of naval power there. However, now that we've clicked this button, we should, in theory, be able to go to our Diplomacy tab and create a subject. And it looks like if I create a subject up here, they're not... I can't create like one. I would need to create a bunch of subjects. Do I want to give up on the idea that I am going to diplo-vassalize anybody? I'm not diplo-vassalizing anybody if I make 5 vassals, is the thing. The thing about that. So, how do things look over here now? This is now 43. We have 14 income. Ashikaga is going to pay for that. Do we need to... No, we do not. We don't need to pay to reduce war exhaustion anymore. So, if we go with integrate province, we have a lot of places that we could do this to. This is... Which provinces do we just want to take all of these for ourselves rather than give them up to fiefdoms? I think no. I think we do make fiefdoms out of these. Just take a bunch of petty fiefdoms and they'll be able to be integrated later. So yeah, I'm just not going to worry about it. So for now, ooh, what is this? Zealot. Oh, interesting. Don't love that. Don't love that for me, but that's fine. We're going back to here. We're going to create some custom subjects. Create you as a fiefdom. Then you will become a fiefdom. Then you become a fiefdom. And then I don't need to... Can I give... Can I grant you provinces? Okay. So I can give Tsushima all of these provinces, I think. So I didn't need to create more than one of them. I could have just done it with one. Do we hold on to this for ourselves for now? I think maybe we do. I think we maybe hold on to this for ourselves. So, we switch you. You're going to be swapping to integrate on... Actually, we only have... We have you... Oh, this is a town. So how quickly does integration happen? So coring it requires that I have the right population type. I think I actually do just give this province up. I give this up to you. I think that works fine. So you... Oh, can I not give you this? So I can't give them this province. Let's start integrating. Do we? No, we create a fiefdom out of this. I'm just going to create a new fiefdom right here. I'm not going to worry about it. So, diplomacy, create subjects, custom, right here. So this is going to be an independent city fiefdom, which I can then, if I want, grant this province to, but honestly, it's kind of a pain in the ass, so I don't know that I would want to bother. And there we go. So they are fine for now, probably. We don't need to worry too much about what's going on over there. Before we worry about them, we need to decide, are we going to integrate Belair or are we going to create a thing out of this? I really wish that I could send people. If I could send people from the Riau Islands, I'd be in such a good position right now to expand through this, because I now have more money than God, right? Like, I have so much money right now. So, like, if I could just send people from Riau, we'd be in such good shape. Amazing shape. Alright, so, naval levies, we disband. We disband. Okay. Why do they have a negative 600? Likely target of a coalition. Gotcha. Gotcha. Am I a likely target of a coalition, though? I don't think I'm a likely target of a coalition. I think it's going to be fine. Does it have to be 50 or higher? And this is a coalition of what? Just like Japanese miners? Like, what are they gonna do? They don't have any boats. Come on, we just fought them. It's just one country. Pfft. Whatever. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Let's see here. We have. So this is speed of integration +1. We're going to do this. And once this recovers, we are going to... we're over our limit for Diplo relations. Which is fine, I guess. Right, I didn't spend any of my money. So, next thing that we're doing is we're going to pick up a market and fishing village in every location that we own. We also need to get a settlement anywhere that doesn't have a settlement. Fishing village, market village. Actually, do you need to buy that? Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't buy it here. No, I can't pump you to the next rank. I can't found a town here. And would I want to yet? No. We're going to do fishing and market village here for now. We're going to do fishing, settlement, market. We're going to do settlement, market, fishing. We build all the things. So we've done that in all of the rural places. The provinces that we have over here in Japan are... oh, geez. Did I take, like, a full-on city or something? What did I take? This is a rural settlement that has so many interesting things in it. I wonder if these are going to get removed. I have no idea how this works. I'm also curious if they're going to be able to, when the Sengoku Jidai starts, I wonder if they can, like, steal my provinces or something. Probably not, but we'll see. Temasek, I am going to found a town in. Sorry, not in Tanjung Pinang. Tanjung Pinang is going to become a town. This is expensive, but we're doing it. And then we now have a huge amount of income. And we're basically going to build back and forth fishing market villages continuously everywhere else. And once we've got the town up, we'll do stuff with the town. It's going to be great. So, next on our agenda is to build a bunch of ships. Because we're going to need ships. Okay, you are going to chill in Delaire. And how is our economy going? Do I need to go crazy with Manila Market? Do I need to do anything in particular here? It says that I have no trade capacity, which means that I don't need to worry about it for now. Alright, so we're getting this recovery effort. Okay, let's take a look here. Base value is 0.1, and the integrate so integrate province by default is going to give me okay, that is going down, so we're fine. We have a pretty long truce with Ashikaga. During that truce, we're just going to be siphoning money off of them. Why are they all at 0%? Okay, Han. How do you feel about becoming your... I can't get you to become my thing. Not diplomatically, anyway. Okay, we're 11% over the limit right now. 15% over the limit now. Wait a second. Wait. What are my relationships right now? Because didn't somebody just break off an alliance with me? So Sado is giving me a sizable cost there. What is this? Market warehouse. Lovely. Love that for me. I think that I'm going to be making a lot of money personally now. Because I think the money that's being paid out from Ashikaga is going straight to me. I think all that money goes straight to me. So I'm not going to invest into my fiefdoms yet. So we're going to get this recovery finished. Then we're going to start doing a recovery effort in the next location. We can actually appoint somebody, and we probably should. You have decent Diplo. We will assign you, even though it costs us a decent bit of money. We're not going to have this much money forever, so it's going to be important that we make use of it while we have it. It should be done next turn. Are you done? You're done. Okay, we need to get you back to here because we need to start taking control of the seas again. This might screw me. We'll see what happens. Okay, we need some prestige. Okay, we are subsidizing this. We're going to subsidize the market villages as well. Okay, we finished the recovery effort here. I think we have recovery effort to do elsewhere as well. We sure do. They're at minus 82% prosperity, so let's get that resolved. We only have one person we can recruit, which is weird. But yeah, we need to get the pirate situation resolved. Their opinion of us is only 88. We can get another 20 or so from positive opinion. What are the other modifiers that I've had in the past that got me closer? Cultural influence. Court language. Gotcha. So I'm missing out on some of the modifiers I would want. Do I... I have a lot of trade capacity here. Kyoto. Let's send to Kyoto. I don't think I'm sending to Kyoto right now. Okay. So the goal right now is just to get things stabilized a bit. We do have population showing up in Hiyama, so we're all golden. As soon as we finish settling Hiyama, we can very easily settle the rest of this. And once we've got all that settled, we can figure out what we're going to do from there. Right. Okay, we need to click this button. We should probably build a mason in a couple of places. Now that I think about it. Because we're now going to be we're just going to be mass producing buildings. The first thing we're going to do, I think, is just build a mason in every single one of these locations. Improve the opinion of the Ainu people, considering that they're potentially quite relevant to me. And what else do we need? We must always attack. Offensive power is what we need for right now. The other thing that I do need to do is we do need to make sure that we have 3 elephant cavalry before we fight the next war. Before the next war starts, I want to have elephant cav for the entire thing. So we're going to do this. And we're going to need to build some transports as well, I think. I maybe start building galleys here and cogs in Tanjung Pinang. We're basically going to start mass producing boats. But maybe not. Getting the extra elephant cav is good, but maybe I don't finish that process quite yet. Maybe I worry about other things first. It is funny, I did not realize just how utterly insane the I was not thinking that was going to work. I was like, in theory, this should work according to my understanding of the things, but I didn't actually expect it to work. We're going to the Age of Traditions because we need to get that plus 10 power projection, as well as all the other things. Speed of integration is great for us. Monthly literacy plus 0.01 is great. I think we just click this button, click this button, click this button. There's so many good things for meritocracy. Possible number of artists is amazing. I don't care about gravel roads. I'm gonna do this, and then this. And the hope is that by the time we finish all this bullshit, we have the bulk of the Renaissance stuff available to us. Let's take a look at our institutions map. It doesn't look like there's any progression over there yet. So we're not in a rush. But yes, I do think we build a mason here. It's gonna be so funny when we stop making money from diplomatic income plus 16. Insane. Okay, this galley can join this galley. And we do need to build galleys on cooldowns, I think. Cool down, not on cooldowns. The goal here is to ensure that when this declares, which may or may not happen, I just realized that Ashikaga is the 4th ranked great power in the world. And we just beat them in a war. Because they just don't have a navy. Because I do think that if they had a stronger navy, it wouldn't matter what was going on with my elephants. Because I wouldn't be able to get the elephants in play. But even then, like, if they had 25,000 troops, I'm sure they have some cavalry in their army. They've got to have cavalry somewhere in their army. So if they brought their regulars over, their regulars would just beat the shit out of me. But, unfortunately for them, they didn't bring them over. It's gonna be very funny, like, the next time I get into a war, if I just, like, run into any army that has something other than just full footman levies and just get wiped out because I'm like, okay, well, I have 150 elephants. That should be more than sufficient. And it's like, we have 300 horses. Oh, no. Actually, we need to focus on Tanjung Pinang right now, so we're not going to keep building stuff elsewhere. So, Pampanga is being integrated. Control here is 96. I do like that. I do like that a lot. And cha-ching. So we finished this, and now we can start building shit. So we could build more masons if we want. Do we want to max out our mason here? No, I need to get a wharf finished up. So where's my wharf at? There's my wharf. So we build up the wharf. This will give us a bunch of stuff. It gives us the ability to build ships here. It also gives us naval presence that we sorely, sorely need. And hopefully I haven't bugged it out and made it so that I dropped this to 0. It's going down still, but I haven't dropped it to 0, so we're fine for now. Once this finally finishes, we should be okay. And we should be able to get things moving the other direction pretty quickly soon. We need to get more ships in play to get rid of these pirates. Because if we can get rid of these pirates, that'll be very nice. Yeah, we get rid of the pirates. We have fishing village here being built. How are you doing? You don't have any pirates to deal with, so you're actually going fine. But that place doesn't count for what I'm looking for there. This does give me some extra population growth, but I don't think it's worth it. Okay, so next on our agenda is to do what? We don't have any rebels that we need to crack down on. We have... I guess we could do monthly societal change. I think that right now, innovative is at the max, but only barely. I think that it's like a little bit over... we can get this up to like 70. So maybe we do that. Maybe we just keep pushing innovative. Free subjects would be nice. Conciliatory is nice. We're not going to be conquering any more land for a while. So that's an option. What other things do we have available? We could increase province control in Riau, which we haven't done in a while. Let's do this. Let's get our province control over Riau settled. Yeah, it doesn't look like they are currently forming that. Do I get the royal court so I can get this crown power and efficiency of cabinet? I think I maybe do. I maybe hold off on doing other things other than building up tons. Yes, so we're going to focus on our capital a bit again. I think that's the play. We have a bunch of stuff that can be done. And the key is that we don't have infinite money, even with what we have accomplished. So yes. How are you doing, Tomasek? What's your population looking like? You have no people left. I think you actually need to encourage migration to Tomasek. My population in Tomasek has been dropping by almost 100 per month. That's too much. That's too much. I need to get the population in Tomasek to be, like, at least neutral. It would be nice to invite settlers. Let's actually curry some favors. Let's curry some favors with you. No, they don't have any trust for us. Can we? Okay, so these are all the places that we can actually get. All right, let's do it here. Unfortunately, this run I haven't seen anybody willing to send me settlers. We did build a fishing village here. We're maxed on fishing villages. How much does this cost right now? 33, we're doing it. It's cheap, we're doing it. Okay, so... this. We have 4 more years of truce with Ashikaga. My assumption is the second that truce wears off, they're going to attack me. Now, the hope is that they don't manage to form a coalition against me. I don't know that they can. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. I don't really know. You know what would be funny? You know, crazily enough, your opinion of me is way less negative than I would have expected. Can I just improve my opinion of you? This will reduce their antagonism toward us. We're improving the opinion of Ashikaga. Let's go. So the hope here is that we can burn through that antagonism bar. Does it burn through it 1 per month for the antagonism too? Because if it does, then we're golden. Basically my hope right now is that Ashikaga will not attack us again. I also need to get my my relationship up with Goryo. Who probably also has antagonism, right? Yeah, there's significant antagonism there. So we're just gonna improve Goryo's opinion of us. How do you feel about us? You do not give a shit. You could not care less about me. You're like, what are these backwater idiots doing again? What are they up to now? Don't care. Don't worry about it. Okay. So we're building another ship here. We will eventually need... What's your weight? The embarking weight is apparently 50 for this. The embarking weight seems to just randomly change over time. I could hypothetically embark these on these. You know what? I don't need to build cogs, do I? I can, if I make enough... If I just make enough ships, we're fine. Also, I need to go to my society. We now have over 5 prestige. And we don't have... Never mind, we can't do it. But we can do this. Never mind, we can't do that. We get an additional 2.26 influence per month. So what does this mean? How does this work exactly? I have legitimately no idea how that works. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. Temasek is not building anything. Oh, we're at 3 speed instead of 4. We need to pop that up. Alright, hopefully Ashikaga will get under 50 soon. And then hopefully we just don't have to deal with any of their bullshit. If we can prevent Ashikaga from attacking us again by just improving their relations with me, it'll be very, very funny. I would love to get on good terms with Ashikaga. Asks to become their vassal? Are they already a vassal? Somebody maybe? Okay, so unfortunately, the population of Temasek is continuing to shrink because of the settler bug. We will allow this to happen. It's not really relevant to us. So, do we build a fishing village somewhere? Natuna doesn't have very many people. Why does Natuna... So sad. Alright, we'll build this market village. You don't even have a fishing village. You have so many people and yet no fishing village. Okay, I'm not going to keep building over here yet. Unfortunately, I'm still over my Diplo relations limit. Do I drop out of this defensive arrangement? Because if I drop this defensive arrangement, I can immediately bring myself back in line with where I would want to be. Why do I have the ability to form a defensive league with you? Okay, I can just leave the defensive league. Gotcha. Okay, so I think I leave this defensive league. This defensive league is not going to accomplish my objectives, so let's get this done. We now have some trade capacity in Manila, and I think we just leave Manila automated for now. I don't need to worry about Manila. Once this wharf finishes, we'll be in pretty good shape. I do need to bring all of my things together. I need to bring all my cav together at some point. Unfortunately, they are continuing to accrue power right now. Alright, Temasek, I am going to be building a royal court next, I think. So we'll just wait a couple of months for that. We've got a bunch of buildings building right now. Okay. Okay, Ashikaga's under 50 now. It looks like 40 might be the limit. Because I'm noticing that there used to be more on this list, and now there's nobody under 40 on it though. So 40 might be the limit. So my goal right now is to +1. Whoa, what? Why is this increasing by more? Salvation. What's this? Harassment from nearby navies has gone down. Okay, it's gone back up. We're fine. Okay, we're a little bit over our relations limit, that's fine. We should be able to improve that. If I can get some prestige, which I can do, but when I start marrying off these kids, I can start farming prestige. So peasants from Johor is giving me an additional 25. What else can we do here? Let's build a royal court. Monthly prestige and monthly diplomats is not terrible, but I don't know that I need to do that right now. We gain a bunch of money. Chancery gives me what? Efficiency of cabinet and max literacy locally. Okay, let's start building stuff here next. We could build a library, but I don't know that we need it right this moment. Let's build a marketplace. And, oh, right, yeah, we can also build another galley. No, never mind. We need to wait until it finishes. Okay, so we've got 2 settlements building at a time right now, and I think we're gonna have to stop doing that because of the bug. That bug is going to cause problems for our ability to do what we want. You know, it sucks, but that's just the way that it be. That's just how it be. Let's see. These patriots are a problem. Okay. How are we doing over here? Does the settlement have to be built earlier or something? I feel like I started building a settlement here, and now it's not on the list. Didn't I click settlement on every one of these? I'm fairly certain that I did. It doesn't matter. We also need to, at some point, start expanding toward there. But I don't currently have what I need to make that worth it. Ming exists. Oh, Ming is doing quite well for themselves. This coalition is frickin' evaporating. So no coalition coming out of Ashikaga. We're at 9%. We're a third of the way to massively improving that. Though, that massive improvement is going to mean speeding things up. This is going to give us power projection. This might actually finish us immediately. No, it's not. It's not going to finish us immediately, but it'll get us a pretty good amount of progress. We do need to continue to build more fishing villages. I am now realizing that fishing villages are kind of important to my immediate term needs because I need to keep building more boats. They also will improve my control here. So once Pampanga gets finished, we can invite settlers from Beruas to Johor. Okay, so that'll give us a little bit of extra population coming into our capital, which is nice. Our population growth is kind of garbage, though, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. So what did we get out of power projection again? Gets us some nice stuff, I'm sure. Alright, let's pop over here. And we have about 3 years before Ashikaga can declare war on us again. How's our current situation here? Looking terrible based off of this.
Yeah, it looks terrible. So why is the harassment from nearby navies so bad? Why are places depopulating? Oh. That's rough. Do we spend this much money on someone who's not amazing? Yeah. I can't do Diplo stuff with you, but I can do anything else with you. Let's do this. So, it's 1370. We have a decent amount of income. We can continue building market villages if we want. I don't have a settlement here for some reason. I think I maybe just focus on upgrading my navy right now to the elimination of all other things. My diplomatic income is quite a lot. I don't know how much of this is coming from Ashikaga and how much of this is coming from my vassals. Or my fiefdoms, rather. We cannot continue building ships at that pace. This Ming colony is probably not going to do too much. Yeah, having a disease outbreak here is real bad. Because eventually... yeah, we're now below 1,000. The population loss has reached a critical mass. Decided to try their luck as mercenaries. Okay. So Temasek got a very high amount of satisfaction. For the most part. Do I want to get rid of something from like the Vice here or something? %5 efficiency of cabinet for 50% increased Kshatriya power is probably not worth it, right? I think I get rid of that soon, but not right now. Do I just get rid of this right now? If I get rid of it right now, then this will significantly weaken. You know what? I do this. This is. We could also get rid of this. If I get rid of land rights, I drop my tax efficiency by 5%. But I also reduce the progress toward aristocracy.
which pushes me more toward plutocracy. So this will only, I guess it doesn't matter. Getting this would basically neutral this out. Which is actually good, because then I just don't have to worry about push in either direction, and I can just push toward plutocracy manually. Which would actually be amazing. Once I finish integrating, I could start pushing toward plutocracy, and then it'll just sit at 0. Because I could also increase this, but I wouldn't want to. I would want to just sit on neutral, I think. For as long as I can. I have 2 in this market. I did not notice this. Whoops. Whoopsies. It's a sizable amount of money I've been leaving on the table. Let's improve. Whose opinion of this? I could go back to you, but we don't need to. Alright, let's improve Kada's opinion of us. And Ligor's opinion of us. Do we have Ligor set as our rival right now? I think we do, right? Alright, how are we doing? Do we... Yes, I think we are going to build the 3rd elephant cab right now. We don't have the ability to build more sailors right now. There's a limit to how much we can expand. We can build a mason here. So we've got state enrichment minus 5%. That means that we should be able to increase our income. Temasek is... Are you still shrinking? Temasek is growing. But it's only growing because it doesn't have... Okay, because our colonies have stopped growing. Okay, so what do we do about this? I don't have a tool in my arsenal to attract peasants to this location. Malacca hasn't fired yet, but Malacca is also not going to be fast. Malacca is a very, very slow burn benefit for me. I don't want to be building more things here. So this is going to zero out for the foreseeable future. Because okay, we got the royal court built.
We have enough people to fill it as well. Did I actually do the thing that I was talking about doing? I don't think I did. I did not. Do I take this away? I'm going to revoke this privilege right now. Let's see what happens. So, in theory, this should drop the Kshatriya's power considerably. It reduces my tax efficiency as well, but the hope is that it doesn't cost too much. I shouldn't have done that when I did that, huh? This gives me decentralization and increased naval infrastructure gives me development everywhere. And we do need to think about that now, because this is a thing that I want to win. My goal is to actually win this. So we're just going to do the naval infrastructure. This gives us a pretty huge amount of development. It gives 0.25 development in many different locations. So how are you doing? Peasant population increased. It increased again. If I can get the population recovering there, that'll be sufficient. Right, we need to build fishing villages everywhere we can build them. Okay, so we've now invested into the next slate of fishing villages. That'll give me access to more sailors. It'll also give me more maritime control. The pirates are really a problem right now. And I don't know how I'm supposed to get this harassment going the other direction. This piracy mechanic doesn't feel very well thought out. Like they've created a sort of like automated form for the piracy mechanic, which is in theory good. The issue is that it doesn't seem to like have anything to do with the relative power of the navies in the area. So, like, I by far have the strongest navy in this region, and I can't even touch these pirates. Where are they coming from? Right? Like, where are these pirates coming from? It doesn't really make any sense that there would be this many pirates here. Because, like, which nation has the naval capacity to do this? We could do this. This gives 25% support in Parliament. I'll do it. It's fine. Oh, wait. This is free. Love that for me. Adaptation to humanism. I love that, actually. So we're at 96%. We can request additional taxes, which will increase the taxes that we can raise by a ton. And then we click this button. Support free subjects. I love free subjects. And we currently, this would give us a increase to the maximum for free subjects right now. So let's click this. We're definitely not clicking that button. So we now have 80% thingamabobber. And the Vicey attacks can be massively spiked because they have such a high thinger. And conveniently, they are also the wealthiest people in my nation, so... My Diplo income has reduced massively. We moved toward naval. Gained a full 1 development in our places. Okay. Do we have anybody going to Marchbon? I don't think so, right? No. Okay. So, we're finishing up on the integration. We have... Wait, how did that happen? They built a market village in Temasek? But so I can't build it, but it was built by the event from Parliament? And if I did build it, it would just get destroyed anyway. So, that's interesting. Okay, well I guess I don't need to worry about it for now. Let's see here. We do need to build something here. Let's build... Before we build anything else, let's increase the size of this mason. And then from there, do we build more? Let's build the marketplace up more. We could also build a scriptorium. This gives max control. Interesting. I did not realize we would get max control out of that. That's good to know. Let's see. Your control is 72%. That's a pretty sizable boost. Everybody's currently building something. Lacking goods. Interesting. There's no elephants in that region, maybe? Alright, so... Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get this up very much because this piracy modifier is just going to completely bone us. I imagine the pirates become trivial later on, but for now they're a huge issue. Let's see. And let's just click on that button. How is our situation? Diplomatic income has gone down dramatically. The reason that our income is where it is because of
the thingamabobber. We've got the tax benefit going in. I wonder if we've actually successfully hurt the economy of Japan so much that, because if you look at this, our diplomatic income has dropped by 5, which is interesting because that implies that we're making way less money from them, but like they're not. It's not like I have multiple sources of that. I think they are the bulk of that income. So we could export gold here. I don't know if this is a good idea, but we'll do it. Increasing the value of gold in our market would be nice if we had gold, but we don't have gold. We don't have gold as a resource available. So the really sad thing is that there's a decent chance that this run ends up running into a bit of a brick wall. I mean, it already has run into a brick wall. It's run into a brick wall because of the colonial situation. So like we can't finish this colony, and we can't finish this colony either. And I don't know how long it's going to be before we can even finish this, because right now Temasek, because this market village, I thought it was building a market somewhere, or I thought it was building a market village, but I thought it was building it somewhere other than Temasek. So the fact that it's building a market village here in Temasek is crazy. And this means that I now have to have a population of peasants of 2,000. Which is just not going to happen. The unfortunate thing is it's going to be quite a while before I can get meaningful access to other populations. I could always just declare war on Pahang. Like I could annex the rest of the Johor province. Just having access to Johor Lama would immediately, and it would be very easy to do because we've established that I can fight any military. Like this 100 units here could crush the entire Pahang military probably. I mean, maybe not. It depends on whether they have other stuff. But between the 3 of them, I could probably crush everything that they have available. We do build a royal garden. This gives us monthly prestige, which we need for certain things. Keep pumping you. Keep pumping you. There we go. So next on our agenda is probably building masons everywhere again. And I guess since they are just sitting at 100% anyway, maybe I go pick up this army, huh? Bring them back so that they can actually get back to normal. What's your weight? Your weight is 50. Why is your weight 50? I don't know. I don't know why your weight is 50. It was like 500 before. Oh, maybe it's because I'm not at war? Maybe it makes a difference if you're at war? I don't know why it would. That doesn't really make any sense to me. But yeah, just think of how good a position we could be in if all of our colonies were growing at full speed. Right, like right now, we'd be done with the first colony. The second colony would probably have started expanding at full speed. and we would be moving on to here and these other places because it's just a financial cost. Okay, it's October, so we're making 8 ducats a month without access to the money from Ashikaga. Ashikaga actually has a positive of feelings towards us right now. So does Goryo. So if we got through here, which if Ashikaga decides to declare war on us, we can in any future run. I don't think that we're necessarily going to struggle with Ashikaga as long as we remember to build the appropriate number of ships before we start. Once we start getting into this section up here, once we start colonizing, we need to have a bunch of ships built. We need to have basically 5 galleys built. If we have 5 galleys when we start dealing with them, we're probably fine. And whoever decides to attack us, we just need to play better and anticipate what they're going to do with their ships. There's probably always going to be some shenanigans I can pull to give myself a disproportionately powerful military early on. Yeah, now that I have all of these things up here, I'm not going to be able to offer vassalage to anybody. Do I keep building these, or do I actually start holding off in order to upgrade them? Because we're probably pretty close. We need to get the monthly prestige as well. Proximity costs. We have a lot of really nice stuff available here. Structured society is going to be very helpful for us eventually, but for right now, it's not that big a deal. I think we can't drill yet, right? So this will give us an additional artist, which will be nice. Okay, this costs 50. If it costs 50, we build a mason instead. Which also costs 50. Yes, tell them sweet little lies. Alright, so we've increased something. I could start building trade outposts in places. If I wanted. They're very cheap. I'll build a trade office in Vijaya. I think I turn on market automation for the rest of my market. I'm not gonna worry about it. I cannot improve Vijayanagara's feelings toward me, which is unfortunate. Okay, how long until our kids start growing up? You are 15. Good, you're gonna grow up soon. Look at us. We finished integrating that province. So, do we do increase province control? I think we maybe do. Riau Islands have like no control right now. Let's get the control going back the other direction. Okay, we have an heir who is unmarried. And we could get you married to... Let's do this. Who are you? You're a courtier. Never mind. Wait. What? Not in line for the throne. Okay, never mind. We're not gonna marry off to some... Are we, though? No. Not right now. We can afford to wait. Let's see. The Kshatriya insurgents are a bit of an issue. Oh, did I take a thing away from you? I guess I did, huh? 31% crown power now. I should have done this earlier. You are at -3. So we improve our relations with you. Never mind, we can't improve our relations with you. If I offer the military and food access, I'll get the +10 there. Is +10 to my opinion. That means I'm getting what? Every 4, so that's 2.5. That's not enough on its own. Maybe I don't need to worry about it. Local markets, local shrine. Propose a royal marriage to nobody apparently right now. So, Royal Garden is going fine. Ashikaga is doing their thing. They've lost control of every island in their region. They're eventually going to get control of this island. So if they declare war on me again, I'll have more territory to steal from them. No. That's okay. Yeah, these pirates, they're just killing me. They're probably from Palembang, right? Palembang is a... I don't... We're increasing the control in that area anyway, so it's just not going to be... Losing a little bit of control temporarily is not a big deal. Alright, possible artists has gone up. Can we now recruit an artist? I am very interested in this cultural influence. I need to figure out how it works. At some point I need to Google it. Okay, so next on our agenda is... Oh, we have a royal marriage with you already. Oh right, we have a marriage union with you already. I completely forgot about that. That's actually awesome for me. Okay, so that'll be useful when it happens. What's going on with you? Why is the are you the regent? What do you mean? Why is the consort showing up? Wait, what? You're... Oh, nice. That is excellent. Let's see if that gives us anything interesting. No, I don't think so. I was hoping that would give me the ability to invite someone to the market, but no. How's this going over here? It's going bad is how it's going over here. Our population in this area is increasing, which is good, but it's not going up very fast. So I could make a tar kiln here. What does a granary do? Local food capacity increase. I'm gonna do this. Progress toward innovative is nice. But I'm basically just waiting out on somebody who's going to give me literacy, I think. I think that's the thing that I'm looking for here. I can allegedly do this. I cannot actually. Okay, next on our agenda is...
Just hanging out, I guess. Improving our economy for what purpose? We can't do any further colonization. We've won our war with Ashikaga. I think... I think maybe I just actually... I think I maybe don't have anything to do. Right now, because of this bug, I can't progress my colonies. But we have a very... Whoop. Can we? Apparently we can. We're currently progressing again. How long is that going to last? Let's see if this continues more than 1 month. Okay, wait. We might be cooking. If this actually works, it occurs to me that we did have someone who gives me population growth, which would be specifically nice in this context, but don't worry about it. Okay, we're now below 1,000 again. Did that... Yes, that drops us to 0. And that's 55% done. Let's see what the population of Temasek looks like after this month. If we can increase this every other month, I could actually increase the size of this granary. Wait, no. If I increase the size of the granary, that's great in terms of my population growth, but it's going to take up additional space. So let's see. We technically have people. I was thinking I was going to have to get to 2,000, but I only need to get to 1,000. It doesn't prioritize filling that building. So this does drop to 0. So we're basically going to go every other month. So this is going to have the speed at which we grow the thing. Do we actually want to upgrade the granary? How many people does it take? Maybe we do. Let's build the granary. So granary increases local food capacity. Local food capacity increases the food surplus increases the population growth. So if I can get Temasek growing, if I can get it growing consistently, then I can maybe make this happen. It's going to be great when I finish this, because that'll dramatically reduce my costs. Let's see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. If we can get this moving the other direction, I will be pretty happy with that. And once we get access to some of the other tech, that should help me a lot as well. So that fleet being here is nice, but it's not going to help me too much, I don't think. But yeah, the unfortunate thing here is that it looks like the way that privateers are handled makes it so that there's just not... If there just isn't that much in terms of naval presence in the area... Okay, we can get this done. I like quality. I like reducing the power of the nobles. How's our situation? How do I get to... I didn't click on me, I clicked on government. The government tab doesn't work. Okay. Why doesn't the government tab work? Okay, the government tab's working if I press F1. So... who dis? So the Kshatriya insurgents are a problem right now. Where are they? We're just going to go ahead and pop our Gods of Destruction into position to deal with that problem. States enrichment plus 2%. How's my population looking? Temasek is shrinking again. Okay. So we don't have a marriage union anymore because we've inherited already. So as long as that character doesn't die, we should be fine. Unfortunately, we don't have control over... Ooh, monthly literacy boost. We're doing this. Perfect. So we now have a monthly literacy boost. I don't know how critical that's going to be. Was that a 0.01? It sure was. It sure was. So this guy is not actually that useful. Okay, we're gonna build another granary. We
can build another thing here. Okay. How are you doing? 60%. Very exciting. How are you doing up here? 55%. Alright. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. And... promote urbanization. Daik becomes a town. I don't want Daik to become a town, though. I would prefer to have only one town per section, actually. I feel like in this case I'll allow it. I don't want all of these islands being converted, but maybe I do, actually. They all have RGOs that give food. Maybe I do. Okay, we cancel this building. I'm just gonna stockpile money to spend on this stuff. What is my... So did adding you actually do anything for me? I don't know that it did. We do have an actual cog here, so that's good to know. We have +4 sailor income right now. Okay, we're gonna need to build a wharf. And that'll give us some of the sailors back, but not all of them. It's going to take a while before we can fully recover from the losses that are incurred by this. But it does give us additional growth potential. It's probably worth doing. Okay. That's pretty excellent. Okay, we are going to need to actually click a button to make this happen. Support of innovative ideas gives me 2 push toward innovative. I love that for us. Support for conciliatory, I do love that as well. Lessen levy obligations. Do they even give me levies? Do I have any laws that I need changed?
changed pretty much every law already. I think food production is fine. I think we go for additional tax. Do we? Yeah, we do. We request additional taxes. We lessen levy obligations. And then hopefully we don't get a -5. If we get a -5, then I'm in trouble. Address the Burger Mansion complaints is actually good for me. We will take the prestige because I would love... I think I build another scriptorium. Since we are building a thinger. We do succeed in this. We have another town. Okay, Daik can build a wharf. And then we can build a... thingamabobber. We can build a marketplace. And that will be good for us. We have way too many, like, incredibly lazy thingers. We're just going to do this. We boosted you. Let's do you. There we go. Because that's basically... So we've got a wharf and a marketplace being built over here now. And how is our situation here? Where are you going to rise up? I think we have to get you back to Tomasa. I don't know where these nobles are going to spawn. The other thing to bear in mind is that the nobles do have cavalry levies as well. So I do have to be a bit concerned about that. Looks like it's shrinking. Well, the peasant population here is shrinking anyway. You're building your stuff. Yeah, we have infinite money right now, which is kind of funny. Like, we're doing very well financially. Let's build some trade outposts. We can build trade offices in a bunch of different locations. We can build them in Malacca as well, actually. This gives me Let's do this. We won't maintain that forever, but we'll hold on to it for now. There we go. We're basically just going to build a trade office everywhere we can.
We'll probably be able to make a decent amount of profit off of that. The question is what we do with that profit, because the
obvious choice is to turn it into colonial ventures, but we can't without conquering Pahang first. Malacca is a viable option. We'll be able to continue our expansion eventually using them. But yeah, we just have a pretty rough situation with this. So the Kshatriya are pissed off about something or other. It's almost like I stole a bunch of stuff from them or something. But that doesn't sound like me. We got efficient logistics, which doesn't help us at all. So we have the estate parliament, which is the type of parliament that we actually want. Let's see how much money we can start making. I imagine that if we build enough of these trade outposts, we can eventually start making huge amounts of money. They're very cheap to build. I mean, they aren't in Manila, but in most places they're pretty cheap to build. And okay, so they did appear where I expected them to. I assume that this is their capital right now. And I will just send these in. We're going to see what happens. Okay, we win the fight instantaneously, and we don't have enough people to do the thing, so we do in fact need to raise our levies anyway. Let's raise the Rio levies. Okay. So this gives us a massive boost. Can I split this in half? No. I actually have to raise my Johor levies. Because I can't actually siege with that levy over there because I just don't have enough transports for it. Why can't you get in? Because you have the random footmen who weigh 1,000. Nope. Who's cheap? You only cost 500. If I bring the knights over, they'll work. It's fine. Okay, you get on the boats. There's 40 of you. 40 is sufficient to get us over 180. Technically, so is the 32 we have here, but there's going to be some attrition, I assume. So, though I could have potentially sieged the whole thing down before before we lost. You have to be kidding me. How much fucking attrition did we just oh my god. It's so rude. Look, this bug is sometimes useful to us and sometimes not useful to us. It's just a matter of... How much time does this take? 13 days. Are we gonna... Ooh. I like Diplo Rep. I'm gonna go with this. Because that increases the attack space that I have, I think. I don't have... Please. Okay, we got the win. We're fine. We can drop all of our levies. Giving too many relations with this business. Wait, why is it not giving me the... Shouldn't it be giving me the penalty for having my... It doesn't matter. Alright, so you all go over here. On some pirates. Okay, we can get ourselves married to someone. I don't think that there's much reason to do that. That's just going to complicate the inheritance if we end up with an heir. It's so crazy how low our fleet modifier is here. Alright. Can I get Palembang? Okay, next... Wait, I thought we won this war. Game? Oh? Wait. Okay, I didn't realize that. I was gonna have to actually do something over here. Turns out I'm still in the war. Which really does explain a lot. Alright. Hopefully I didn't screw myself. I think that the population over here is low enough that we should be able to be fine. It's also funny because you'd think it would be really obvious from my income, but it's not even obvious from the income. Okay. So I think that we basically just need to occupy each location. Just one by one. Okay. So that's the end of the war. We're all set. And we have... Why'd the population just shrink by 275? It didn't. It's just, why is it so low? Because I had to raise the levies, I assume. Love that for me. Okay. So the Wharf Dike is doing its job. We are going to pop over here. We got the speed of integration thing, which is fine, I guess. And we have a billion techs on the way. I'm not going to worry about it too much. We have 32% crown power. We are getting up there. Let's take a look at these gurus that we have available to us. I can sack a little bit of stability for this. I think I need 2.5. Right? Yeah. So literacy 0.01, don't need it. Population growth 0.02. You know, maybe we do take this person. 0.02% population growth is... We could take this person instead. This increases the peasants' estates equilibrium. I think I do this. We dismiss you. We can't, oh right, we can't hire you because you're working in my cabinet. So I think we do take you. This gives us a boost to our population growth. And the hope is that that gives me... No, these modifiers stack additively with each other. So another 0.02. Is it? It's not a huge percentage increase to the growth rate. So I think I am actually going to end things a little bit early today because I need to go AFK for a little bit, and we're
about a half an hour before we would normally be ending. I think I'm going to. I have a bunch of stuff that I need to get done. I'm leaving the country fairly shortly, so I have a bunch of tasks to do. However, we're going to end things here for now. Next time, I think I'm going to wait until the next patch comes out because I want to see what the next patch looks like. And we'll just basically play each patch for a day and just see how things go from there. This patch gives us the ability to... why did I move this here as if that allows me to look here? Okay. This patch allowed us to win the war with Ashikaga because the elephants could just kill everything. Just absolutely wipe out the enemy troops. Well, actually, that's not even really true. It's just a morale thing. It doesn't really increase the damage that they do. That's why it took so long, is because they're just draining the morale. So from a damage against the actual like enemy soldiers, it's 50 units. From the damage to the morale of the enemy troops, it's 1,000. So that's the basic gist on what's going on there, is that we're doing like 20 times the damage that we're supposed to their morale, which instantly evaporates their morale, and then they can't fight back. So that's the basic gist of what's going on there. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. So thank you for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I hope to see you again probably tomorrow. What day is today? Yeah, tomorrow, when we'll either be doing this or we'll be doing something else, depending on if there's a new patch. I'm enjoying like playing with all of the just bonkers nonsense that's going on, and we'll see if the next patch fixes any of the stuff that would make it easier for me to just do colonialization. It's so tempting just because of how little I have available to do for my purposes. It's so tempting to just invade Pahang. Like, you have no idea how tempting it is to just be like, okay, we're abandoning our ideals, we're just going to invade Pahang. And by tempting, I mean, it's like, okay, well, that's what I should do if I wanted to succeed. But we're not. We're not doing it. We're going to continue to be nice and casual and only get massive amounts of antagonism for defending ourselves against Ashikaga. Anyway, that's it for today.